In Phillips County, Arkansas, amidst the cotton fields and the oppressive heat, black sharecroppers dared to dream of a better life. They yearned for fairness, for a just share of the fruits of their labor. They sought to break free from the shackles of exploitation. Inspired by the words of returning black soldiers who had fought for democracy abroad, they began to organize. They formed the Progressive Farmers and Household Union of America, a beacon of hope in a sea of despair. Their demands were simple: fair prices for their cotton, accurate accounting of their earnings, an end to the systemic cheating that kept them impoverished. But their quest for justice was met with fierce resistance. White landowners, threatened by any challenge to their authority, viewed the Sharecroppers Union with suspicion and hostility. The seeds of resentment were sown, setting the stage for a confrontation that would have tragic consequences. The night of September 30th, 1919, forever etched itself into the annals of American history as a night of unspeakable horror. At a small church in Hoopspur near Elaine, Arkansas, black sharecroppers gathered for a meeting of their union. They sought strength in numbers, solace in shared struggle. But their gathering was shattered by gunfire. Shots rang out, piercing the night air, transforming a peaceful assembly into a scene of chaos and terror. The details of what transpired that night remain shrouded in conflicting accounts. But one thing is clear: the violence that erupted was swift, brutal, and one-sided. White mobs, deputized and armed, descended upon the black community, their rage fueled by rumors of an uprising. For days the killing continued. Black men, women, and children were hunted down, murdered in cold blood. Their homes were ransacked and burned, their bodies left to rot in the fields. In the aftermath of the carnage, the official death toll stood at 5 whites and an estimated 100 to 200 black people. But these numbers, disputed and unreliable, failed to capture the true scale of the atrocity. The Elaine Massacre, as it came to be known, was a testament to the raw power of racial hatred and the vulnerability of black lives in the Jim Crow South. Justice, in the wake of the massacre, was a cruel illusion. No white person was ever held accountable for the killings. Instead, hundreds of black sharecroppers were rounded up, imprisoned, and subjected to torture and coerced confessions. 12 black men, dubbed the Elaine 12, were sentenced to death in sham trials that mocked the very notion of justice. The Elaine Massacre sent shockwaves across the nation, exposing the brutal realities of racial terrorism in the South. It also ignited a firestorm of activism, as black leaders and organizations rallied to the defense of the Elaine 12 and demanded an end to the reign of terror. Amidst the despair and the injustice, a beacon of hope emerged. The NAACP, newly formed and determined to fight for the rights of black Americans, took up the case of the Elaine 12. Led by Walter White and James Weldon Johnson, the NAACP launched a nationwide campaign to expose the truth about the massacre and secure justice for the accused. The NAACP's legal team, led by Scipio Africanus Jones, mounted a vigorous defense and presented evidence of the sharecroppers' innocence. Their efforts ultimately proved successful. The Elaine Massacre, a horrific chapter in American history, stands as a stark reminder of deep-seated racism and violence. It is a story of injustice, resilience, and the ongoing struggle for equality. The sharecroppers of Elaine, though denied their rights, dared to dream of a better future. Their quest for justice ignited a movement challenging racial inequality for generations. The NAACP's intervention marked a turning point, solidifying its role in the fight for civil rights. Their efforts exposed the truth, saved lives, and brought national attention to black Americans' plight. The struggle for racial justice continues, a testament to the enduring legacy of those who fought for a just society.